You're on.
All right, we're on.
Well, we need the attorneys on and.
Oh, we need to make sure our attorneys are on. Renee, Maria, are you on? Al? Maybe that's 10 minutes, that's it.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
He's coming.
Okay, thanks.
The game's all here.
The gang's all there, we're missing Al.
We kicked him out of the game.
Oh, did you?
Like, it was just bad news, and I couldn't go back.
Oh, okay, there you are. All right.
Oh, you went outside too, huh?
Yeah, I was outside.
Getting some fresh air, all right.
My son was waiting for me to change back.
All right, 13, item 13 is applications for licenses and memorandum of understanding for use of district real property. Jay, you got it.
Okay, great. Application 3335 is on behalf of Lower Valley for water line, and it's here in the Clint lateral, right here in Clint at FM 1110 for this project they've got going on Venter. And yes, this was part of last year's submittals, and they said they didn't need it, and now they came back and they need it. So everything is in order, and licensing recommends this guy for approval.
All right.
Move to approve.
All right, Mike made the motion to approve. Second.
I'm gonna abstain from the next one.
All right, George made the second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed, same sign. All right, application 3427.
On behalf of Isleta del Sur Pueblo, this is for a 25-year license to construct a freestyle bridge across the Franklin Canal. And this is for a clinic that T-Was just finished constructing behind Academy, up here off of Alameda, on the south side.
Yeah.
So they requested approval from TxDOT, so we're working with them to construct this direct access over the bridge to Alameda, kind of in front of the tire shop Oasis, right by Walmart.
Okay, yeah, I know right where that area is.
So right where, Pete, where we were removing the Lowenstein checks, the existing checks, so they've got a whole freespan bridge. They've submitted the drawings, and the drawings have been corrected on the corrections requested, and everything has been submitted as per specifications. And the plan is to, they just came in and we worked with them very closely because they came in a little bit after the fact, but we're good to go now, and licensing recommended this application for.
All right, do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Gary made the motion. Second. George second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I need one of you ladies to, Miguel needed to abstain. So we need that letter or whatever it is.
For just B, right?
Yes.
For just, for just this one application. Matter of fact, you can yell at it until I need to come back in if you want.
I thought you said
All
14.
right, come back to the next one. That's it.
But that's right there where the academy and, what academy is right here, where the old Walmart is, now the new Walmart right there. A little bit.
It's right behind the Gupos, you know where the Gupos is at?
Yeah.
Right up street from there on the canal.
I got you.
So, yeah, the entrance to Don Cuco's, that's why we're like, our tech's not gonna permit them an access point because there's already a light
Don't they
there.
have that bike, isn't that what he was talking about earlier?
Yep, the
with
trail.
The bike.
So the trail, they're gonna have to
Right around that
reconstruct
corner.
all of that, yep.
Well, when they get the bike trail down here, me and Larry are gonna get on it.
There you go.
I gotta get my camera, I'm gonna get my camera on.
There you go.
I didn't say we would pedal bike, I had a little motor on there,
I'm gonna get on one of those electric bikes.
I have a video next time.
little beer helmet.
Weird, no. All right, Jay, go ahead.
Okay, application 3513, on behalf of City of El Paso, through their public service board. El Paso Water essentially is, they're replacing an existing line at Fresno and the Franklin Canal. The line was previously hanging on the structure itself.
Okay.
Became problematic last December, started leaking, so they did a temporary fix, and now they submitted drawings, and they will be open cutting placing the new, improvements in a steel line, and, I'm sorry, in a PVC line inside the 24-inch steel casing, and then they'll come back and concrete line the section of Franklin right, adjacent to Fresno, adjacent to Alameda. And, everything is good to go for licensing, recommends this for
It's right next to Cadwalder.
right next to the school. Yes, sir, adjacent to the school. It leaked last year, and fortunately, it leaked right over the canal, and all the water went into Franklin and just,
Gave us
it was
more
December,
water.
like, hey, why is there water in
We should've
Franklin?
left it.
Gave us more water.
Yeah, no, it was good, there were no spills onto any properties, it flowed down the canal all the way to Socorro.
Wow.
So they are replacing it.
Motion to approve?
I move to accept motion 3513.
All right, George made the motion, Mike made the second, all in favor, signify by saying aye. I
Thank
think
you.
I heard somebody say aye, didn't I hear
And
aye? Yes, okay, good. Application 3526.
is by Bain Construction for a temporary ingress and egress license on the Mesa Spur Drain. And this is to move, they've got a subdivision, Horizon Park, adjacent to Horizon Boulevard. And they're going to remove some of that spoil from that subdivision, further downstream to another, well, it's sand, and they're gonna mix it to another project they have a few hundred, it's like 1,000 feet downstream. So they're just gonna use the drains to
Same
move back and
stuff,
forth.
okay.
Yes, they've got water trucks, and everything is, yeah, we've got certificate of insurance, and everything is good to go.
Okay,
So engineering recommends this for approval, licensing recommends for consideration for approval, and this is a 3-month.
3-month deal. All right, do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Larry made the motion, do I hear a second?
Second.
All right. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Garrett, for the second. Well, continue.
Okay, and 14A, we couple together, these are projects that Texas Gas Service has, they need to install, upgrade some lines prior to winter for their heavy season, and they're all under public roadways, within the roadway right-of-way, surface right-of-way. And they've submitted all the necessary drawings per specification, and licensing recommends these two for approval as well.
Okay, hold on, let me ask you one question.
Looking into-
It says they're within the roadway,
Within the roadway, surface right-of-way.
the surface right of way.
Surface right-of-way, but they're boring, and they will be underneath our facilities, our canal. So obviously, the Juan D is in a culvert underneath the roadway, so they're 4 feet below that, our
Okay.
culvert.
Okay,
And there will be essentially no earth movement or within the footprint of the district right-of-way.
all right, and the second one is pretty similar?
The second one is exactly, the second one, yes, this is on the Y-147, down here at the subdivision we were just talking about, Horizon off of, where Bain is working.
Okay.
Yes, this is a new installation, yes.
All right.
Let me ask you, when it comes to a gas line, is there certain measures that are beyond the normal pipe that is run? In other words, gas is naturally, by its nature, is explosive, but
We require them to put it 4 feet below the design grade, or 4 feet below the culvert, whatever is in place, and, in a steel casing. And that they enter the district's right of way 4 feet below from the district, not underneath the canal, obviously all across, the district's right of way. And, yes, they're all in steel casing, so if there is having to touch our bucket, which typically we don't do that, but, in the event that we do, it's a steel casing, so
Steel
we're
casing.
still protective, and obviously, before we do any work, we call, one call and get all the blind spots and whatnot, so, yes. And if it's a larger pipe, they go even deeper, these are small carrier, 4-inch, 6-inch, 2-inch and 6-inch.
if it's okay, I'll move to approve as recommended by administration.
Okay. Application 3514, 3525, Mike,
I'll second.
made the motion, Larry seconded. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Approval groundwater, okay. We've got,
I got a question on the, what they were talking about earlier, that Lower Valley, their project with the water, that's water and sewer, or just water, do we know?
It's gonna be both. Right now, the applications that have been
Just
submitted
water.
are for the water line.
I didn't know which is
So it's
Yeah,
gonna have
just-
water and sewer for both. They've got that package plant they're trying to get to, there in Faven. I mean, Cuadrilla, I'm sorry. So, but the two applications that have been submitted are strictly for water, potable water, and one goes underneath the river drain, and then the other one is under the Cuadrilla lateral. And the drawing is submitted, we're gonna have to extend the Cuadrilla lateral underground to improve the whole turning radius and give the buses and whatnot a larger surface area to turn into, so we have to extend the lateral underground, and where they had submitted their drawings, it was a conflict, so we're working with that, but it's just water for now. We do anticipate them submitting sewer lines after, I guess, whenever they're ready.
Where are they-
I was just curious about the dewatering now.
Yes, so the water, yeah, they're gonna put it either into the lateral or to the drain there with whatever, but it's 5 feet below what they've got right now, and right now is to be bored, so there won't be any necessary excavation other than the 5 feet below the surface, so they won't hit water then, but yeah, you want some water.
I just-
Okay, yeah,
I was
we'll
curious
put it
as
into the
to-
system,
Yeah.
you know, if there is the water, depending on the lab, and if it's any good, but if it's not, you know, if it's TDS kinda high, we'll put it to the drain. But, they haven't submitted anything as far as dewatering, so they're not, like I said, they're not open cutting anything, it's gonna be all horizontal directly drilled, so that won't require any dewatering on their behalf. But, I don't know once they come into the sewer, that will require dewatering. But we haven't seen any applications for that. as
Are
of
they gonna
yet.
build a sewer plant there? I mean,
Well, they've got the package plant right here on Cuadrilla, I just don't know.
Right, nobody knows about it.
Off of Alameda.
Yeah, I'm
We
supposed to
turned to
be
Cuadrilla.
yeah,
Package
turn
plant.
off-
Got that, yeah.
that's what that is.
That's the
I-
little
I
fenced
didn't-
up area. Yeah, I just found out myself too.
Did you know that was there?
No, I didn't know.
I didn't
They put it
know.
in 2014.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was part of the agreement we had that I never got mine into the agreement.
So they're going to have to force main it to that section, obviously, they don't have the gravity, I don't, they were working on, they were having some problems with
They were
gravity, so
working
they
on
might
that.
have to force main it to pressurize it and send it to that package plant, but, I don't know where they're at on that design.
Is this item on the agenda? Is there an agenda item for this?
Yeah, well, no, no, there
Well,
isn't.
yes and no.
It was information only when I spoke to it, as far as the applications that had come in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we don't have anything pending in front of the board on this yet?
No,
Just public comment, that's what it was.
we, next month, we're gonna have a list for you of third-party projects that will be occurring November 1 through February 15th, and there'll be 2 bridges and about 8 box culverts that you've previously considered, aside from all the gas lines, water lines, sewer lines, so there'll be a spreadsheet including the packet, just so you're aware of licenses that have been considered and approved by the board this year, and that will be in construction, November through February of this non-irrigation season.
Okay,
So we'll include that in the packet next month.
okay. All right, well, let's go on to 18, sale of surplus district.
And we're asked, yeah, because this is real property, so we're gonna ask, we can discuss this in
Both of them?
closed session.
We'll move these to closed
Yes.
session. Application 3499 and a declaration surplus, okay, we'll move these to closed session. All right, and guess what? It's time for us to enter into closed session, so I need that, we're through with our open session temporarily, 10:54, we're gonna go into closed session. I need the little recording and all that good stuff.